Something else that I saw on Twitter, but originally, this is how I love social media. It started from TikTok, then it went to Instagram, and then it went to Twitter.
Honey, it's on every channel.
Bloop, bloop. And I don't even want to speak about these people specifically because it's not about them, but obviously just to tell the story of what happened is, I guess Steph London posted a TikTok
wreck, honey.
of the la
Anissa, not Steph, by the way. Go on. No, go on.
I was gonna say she posted that video going, which is which is actually like a TikTok trend like everyone's doing.
Okay, you know I'm not on TikTok,
And
so I didn't get it.
I'm assuming, but I think the caption was like when he's a real man and not a mama's boy.
Yeah.
Some people said that she was atting Burner, like that was basically a shot at Burner, but I didn't specifically. I mean, listen,
It was
I'm not
general, it wasn't
it was
specific.
general, and I'm not in people's business, so I didn't. Is he a mama? Like I thought it was so generic. It wasn't.
If he took it personal, it's something she said to him in an argument.
then
Because he must have. If he thinks it's him, that shot's come to him. He knows.
This is the thing. Again, it's all speculation because
Yeah,
then
speculation.
we go from TikTok to Instagram. Where Burner then posts, "Move on," which is literally like a black screen with white text, full stop.
I saw it.
Move on, and the people were then like, "Oh, this is in reference back to Steph." And then again, it was like, possibly, but is this too general?
That was
okay,
for
is
her.
that specific?
No, honey. That was for her. Like, that was for her.
And then Steph replies back on Twitter.
Because she ain't going to have it. And I want...
This is how like we become like a social media trifecta. I'm waiting for the snap reply. But yeah,
Snap.
on Twitter saying something like, if you ain't added, it's not respected, sis. And then that sis is when let me tell you things. One of the funniest things I love when women do when they're trying to sass a man is when they say sis at the end. Because they're basically saying you a B. Like that's what in polite terms.
Oh,
like you're a B. That's why I'm referring to you as sis. Because that's the energy that you're giving. So I love when a woman gives a good sis to a man. Like, that's okay, sis. Like,
but do you know what? Do you know what I just thought was just popped into my head or whatever? What if Steph had done the TikTok or whatever, and fans were hyping it and saying, "Oh well, Burner, this is directed to you," because sometimes fans get in the mix, misconstrue stuff, and start the big.
Well, that's exactly what I thought it was. So that's why I was like, I didn't think it was a generic thing. But as I said, I don't want to specifically speak about the ins and outs of Steph and Burner because we don't know their relationship, and I don't want to comment on people's stuff.
I mean,
but it was more about like, this is not an uncommon thing for people to go back and forwards with their ex on social media.
That is true.
I think it always makes me giggle though when I see like celebrities or even outside of celebrities, like well-accomplished people, whether it be authors, like all the people who certain esteem, going back and forth with their ex on the internet, because I'm just like, not to say this is what other people do, but it's just like, guys, actually anyone who does it, I never understand the back and forth with the ex on the internet.
I kind of get a little bit. Me, I've never done it, so I personally do not know. I've never done it. However, I think sometimes people want to feel vindicated. They want people to back them, and so like, what's the best way? I'm gonna go into social media. I'm gonna air out this dirty laundry. I'm gonna do crazy. But then when they start coming with the receipts, all this whatever, when it gets too much, that's too much to read, and I don't care anymore. But I think people want to feel vindicated.
Because me, as someone who's just like a social media user, I personally feel like I've been privy to a lot of people's relationships but for me, it's not even like the airing out. It's when the people send like the petty shots at each other, like the subliminals, like
and captions and everything.
I feel like more people are guilty of doing the subliminal thing, the subliminal shots on social media versus airing out their relationship dirty laundry. Like they'd rather send shots to their ex subliminally on social media. And even that, I have not been guilty of. I'm not into that kind of thing.
You know what makes me laugh though? Because although I've said that whatever, then I thought to myself, I feel like there are ways to send subliminals though, because like for instance, like not back in the day, I think people still do it, whatever. It's like you're at dinner and it might be like a birthday, you snap or what have you, and the man's hand or watch is in there, whatever.
It's so passive.
And you know that some guy you used to talk to, whatever, is going to see it. To me, although it might not be sending shots to your ex, it's sending a message, a very clear message. And I think more, not common people, but people are more likely to do something like that.
That's what I said. It's all subliminal. So I don't think people get into the like, a few people, randomers, will argue back with their ex, but most people are going to do the subliminal thing.
Oh, yeah.
But the post with the man hand in the background is one of the most passive aggressive posts you will ever see on social media. I promise you guys.
That and the feet. The trainers and the heels.
I hate when people used to do that. I was like, is this Tumblr? Like, please, can we actually stop? But it's one of the most passive aggressive. And again, I will say for the umpteenth time, I've never done that. Like, I've never done that
When I was younger.
Not even when I was younger. I think the only thing I did, oh God, my mind. And I don't even know if this was a shot or if it was just an expression of my deep sorrow, right? This is so
what? Deep sorrow. Okay, go on.
Okay. Do you remember when Karrueche and Chris Brown finally ended?
Okay.
When she had found out that he had the
baby?
royalty, the baby on her, and she must have tweeted or something like, "Bye, baby, forever" or something. It was like to wrap up their conversation.
Okay.
They used to be very open about their relationship, used to argue all over the internet, but that's what she had tweeted. And I remember at the end of my relationship, I thought to myself, yes, not that I feel like Karrueche in this moment.
What's gonna happen
in this moment,
Sorry.
with my deep sorrow. And I think I must have tweeted something like, "Bye, forever." Now that I think about it, it obviously makes me cringe. But I think at that moment, I felt like I was getting my Karrueche on and dealing with the deep sorrow that I had felt in that moment. So that wasn't like a shot or me being like petty or arguing with like an ex on the internet. It was more me being like a cringy person.
Super duper cringy. I'm like, what the hell? Bloody.
You clearly were not paying attention to my Twitter feed back then. Clearly.
Clearly, I wasn't. The thing is, I think I used to like tweet, not like that.
I think I used to like tweet some subliminal things or whatever.
But also, I remember back then, I think I had a lot of nosy people in my life. So if I said one thing, people were like, "Oh, what are you going through?" It'd be like, "Oh, it's just a song lyric, chill."
Oh, yeah.
And so I think I used to be like cautious of what I say because I felt like people were too. There were some people who wanted to be inner, and it's like, relax, like it's not that deep. I'm just trying to think of if I've ever done. Do you know? No, I haven't done anything too crazy, but I will say, like, do you remember MSN back in the day?
Yes.
I like people could see what songs you were listening to.
Yeah.
You gotta be old enough to understand what we're saying. And I just remember, like, if you had a fallout, or I think I had a fallout with, I don't know, some joker that I was talking to, whatever.
Not a joker, child.
And like put in, I would show that I was playing like different songs or whatever.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
Neo Rihanna, Hate That I Love You. That is pure people used to say, "Oh, send me that song, guys and girls included."
Oh,
that's when Lime
do you know how,
used to bang
when I
back
used to
then
put
as well.
Cheryl Cole Fight for This Love up on my
Oh,
MSN thing?
God.
Do you know how many men asked me to send that song? Do you know how many times like my messenger used to send everything? But that is hilarious.
Listen, that MSN them songs, you know.
But Hate I Love You was a good song.
It was a good song. But I'm saying, like, it's showing you, like, no matter what social media platform, you're always sending some sort of, like, message. But then I feel like in uni time, Snap was big for that, because it'd be like, he's watching my Snap, but he's not replying back to me. And I know he can see X, Y, and Z
that
or
used to be a
whatever.
big thing.
And people posting, like, thirst traps on Snaps or whatever, because you're just like, if you know what I mean, if this person's not going to talk to me, at least they're going to see X, Y, and Z.
No, as I've said, I've honestly, and I don't feel like intentionally, I don't even feel like I've posted photos like, oh, I hope he sees this. More time when I go out, I actually don't even really post. Or if I do take a photo of myself out, I don't post in real time, so I might post it weeks later.
That's true.
And it's not a thing to get anyone's attention. I am maybe more of the old school. Like, I'm not coming on the internet to send shots or to be subliminal or whatever. I have your number, so I'm going to call you and cuss you out directly. If anything,
you're right about that.
If anything is on my heart, I'm going to call you, I'm going to cuss you out directly. Or if I want your attention or want to know what you're doing, I, again, will call you or text you. I know some people will be like, that's crazy to your ex, but if it's pressed me so much that I want to get your attention on the internet, then how much more could it not press me if I have your number to actually call you or text you directly and get the attention that I want? Like, I don't know. So I stay off the internet with those games. If I have your number, ring upon the celly, I will go and get the attention I need if I need it.
I don't think I've ever taken a shot at X, because usually for me, if it was done or whatever, you were dead to me. And
God of mercy, not dead.
Blocker on everything. Yeah, on everything. I hit blocker, and then it was like, not even a person I used to know, a person I do not know. That is what I'm saying.
You know that song came to mind. Somebody,
yeah, but no, I don't even know.
Dead is strong though, child.
Not like dead, like, oh, do you know what I mean? But like, I don't know you.
You don't know her.
In the words of Mariah, the diva, Whyte,
MC.
Ultimate diva. Yeah, I don't know them, but
that is hilarious.
But no, I'm never on the internet fighting with nobody.
I've never. But some of my internet activity
actually
has triggered. Yeah, because you may find exes be fine. Other people
I'll find Americans in the comments, honey. But go on. Sorry.
And there have been many times when I've seen you arguing, or where you come to say that you've been arguing with these people, and it's like, how have you even got into this? But anyway. Although I haven't done things intentionally, I have maybe things that I've posted have been misconstrued, and so I have had several times, like 3 a.m. I'm getting screenshots of either things that I've posted on Snap or on Twitter
good behavior,
or on Instagram, asking me to basically explain what.
No, that is very concerning.
And I've also had an ex basically block me off social media because apparently I was too triggering, and I thought to myself, triggering? I'm just living my life. Nothing is to need to be triggered. But look, the worst is when you are like getting sent screenshots of what you're doing on social media, asking you to explain yourself or what the heck is going on, and whether you're my partner or not my partner, that's very outlandish behavior for you to be doing.
That is very red flag behavior for me.
It's strange because it's like my personal thing is like, the internet is the internet. Although it is real, a lot of parts of it is a joke, and I don't feel like I've ever done anything on the internet that warrants at 3 a.m. for you to message me screenshots of different things that you may have seen posted, and you're getting all ratatata about it. Like, that's just so crazy to me. Like, I actually think it's insane. I think it's insane. I think the last time I got this message, I posted, first of all, on Snapchat, which my Snapchat probably has about 20 people on it, because my Snapchat's only my friends and my family.
Yeah.
So I treat my Snapchat as like a private Instagram story, because that's my friends and family. I don't have anyone I don't know who's not a close friend to me is on my Snapchat. So I must have posted like, I think we were at a bar or something. No, I think we were at a club. And just as a fun and cute caption, I think I wrote like, if you want to know where I am, ask your daddy, ho. But
oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm always saying things like that, like ask your daddy, or whose daddy's this, whose dad's that. It's a joke. Like, it's not that fun. It's not that like serious. It's he ha ha funny. he ha. That reminds me of Teresa from New Jersey. Yeah. Funny, joke, he ha ha. Yeah, so it's like, it was a joke. And I remember all the razzmatazz that was coming to my phone. And I remember being like, first of all, you need to actually relax. Is it your daddy? Like, take a break. It's a joke. It's not that serious. Like, relax yourself. And after that, I was just like, people clearly perceive things in ways that maybe shouldn't be perceived. So although I haven't intentionally done anything before, clearly I've been on the receiving end of people who think I am a petty Betty when I'm not.
Not a petty Betty, honey.
Not at all.
Let me say something. People are always on the internet. Listen, if you're not fighting with your man on the internet, you fight with somebody. As I know, the only people I fight with are the Americans in the comments, honey. And it always has nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to explain a lot of things to them, because I think there's huge issues in their education system as to why some of them act the way they do.
But we do love Americans.
I do.
Yeah, it's not a general thing.
It's not general. It's the ones that are fighting with me. The ones that are constantly. And do you know what makes me laugh is, I'll get people saying to me, like, I can see you fighting people in comments. I'm thinking, it is not me, but I'm not going to back down. But some of them get very crazy, but I ain't backing down. And I'm just asking simple questions in most cases.
Don't back down, child. Do not back down.
Like, The most recent one I've been in, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was like Ball Alert or whatever or something posted. I like that Ari Fletcher basically asked the question, why do people wear seatbelts on planes? So I said in the comments, this is not a hard question. Because for me, I didn't think that this is not a hard question. I didn't think it took too much to solve. Oh, please. Why did I say that? The Americans talking about, oh, well, it doesn't matter if you wear a seatbelt. If the plane crash, you're already dead. And then people talking about like, oh, you think she cares? And it's like, it's not even as deep as you're trying to make it. I'm thinking, all I said is, this is not a hard question.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the plane crash, everyone's going to die. Okay, whatever. Yeah. You could say the same things for a car crash. The idea is like, if there's like turbulence, for instance, and then if the plane dips and you're not wearing your seatbelt,